Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the Woman of the Father. If you new here, welcome, and if you returning, guys, welcome. I just want to say thank you to everyone for all my new subscribers, all your comments, all your likes, all your shares. All those things are greatly appreciated, okay? And as we, as the Most High's chosen people, coming into awakening of what it is to come, we are all need to know, we are all on the need to know basis of the truth, okay? And again, I thank each and every one of y'all for chiming in every time I chime in, and just having an ear to listen and a heart to receive in this hour, okay? And I also just want to say happy Sabbath day, y'all. This is a beautiful day that the Father has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And today, on this day, y'all, if y'all been following me for a while, y'all know that we have been reading into the book of Enoch. This is a book that was taken out of the Bible and hidden for ages and ages and ages, and is now coming to a forefront. And so we have been reading. We are on sequel 7. This is sequel 7 of the book of Enoch. If you have not seen my other videos, go back and check them out, y'all, so we can all be on the same page of the book of Enoch, of why they took this book out of the Bible, okay? And I love you guys so much. I thank you guys for all you just support and helping spread the Father's word to all four corners of the earth, okay? The Father appreciates this. And so today we're reading from the book of Enoch, chapter 16, okay? And it reads, guys, let's read. It reads, from the days of the slaughter and destruction and death of the giants, from the soul of those flesh, the spirits, having gone forth, shall destroy without incurring judgment. Thus shall they destroy unto the days of consummation, the great judgment, in which the age shall be consummated over. The watchers in the godless year shall be wholly consummated. And now, as the watchers who have sent thee to intercede for them, who had been aforetime in heaven, say to them, you have been in heaven, but all the mysteries had not yet been revealed to you, and you know worthless ones, and these in the hardness of your hearts. You have made known to the women in through these mysteries, women in man work much evil on earth. Say to them, therefore, ye have no peace. So that was chapter 16. And it basically just saying, if you've been here, we know that the watchers, they were heavenly beings that was up in the heavens. They came down here on the earth. They slept. They was lusting for the women of the earth. They came down here and slept with the women of the earth and made children with them. And these children were these Nephilims that were like very big giant people, and them Nephilims turned against the women in the watchers, which is the angels who fell down to have babies with the women of the earth. And they turned against them, and they devoured the land, the flocks, the people, everything that was in their path. They was just destructive to the earth. And so the Father had to send a great flood down here on this earth, and wash the earth clean of all evil. And so now we're reading from the days of the slaughter and the destruction of death of the giants, from the souls of whose flesh the spirits, having gone forth, shall destroy without incurring judgment. Thus shall they destroy unto the day of consummation. So down here on this earth right now, so we can see the spirits, the Father left their spirits down here on this earth. He buried the leader of them, and buried them under rocks in the earth down here, and buried them with rocks, and so they couldn't see the light of day until the second coming of the Father. But he left their spirits down here to roam upon the earth, upon the people, upon, the humanization. And the Father said that they will consume the people of this earth into consumation until the Father come back. Okay. And they say over the watchers in the godly list. So the godless people, they are the main people that, they are consuming and messing with. Okay. And so, yeah, have made known to women. They made known to the people down here how to make weapons, and just was teaching them of the things of the heavens that wasn't supposed to be told yet. And these watchers came and fell down here and just they basically betrayed the Father. Okay. And so we gonna move on to chapter 17. And they took and brought me to a place in which those who were there were like flaming fire. And when they wished, they appeared as man. And they brought me to the place of darkness, and to a mountain, the point of those submitted. Reach to heaven. Hold on, y'all. Reach to heaven and saw the places of the luminaries and the treasures of the star and of the thunder, and in the undermost depths where were fiery bow and arrows and their griever, and a fiery sword, and they the lightning. And they took me to the living waters, and to the fire of the west, which receive every settling of the sun. And I came to the river of the fire, in which, hold on, y'all, in which the fire flow like water and discharges itself into the great seas towards the west. I saw the great rivers, and came to a great river and to a great darkness, and went to the place where no flesh walks. I saw the mountains of the darkness of winter, and the place whence all the waters of the deep flow. I saw the mountains of the rivers of the earth, and the mountains of the deep. So basically, where we at in the book of Enoch is when the angels, when the Father gave the angels permission to take Enoch to certain places in the heaven and show him certain things. Okay. So that's pretty deep, y'all. Pretty deep. Because the Father had trusted Enoch out of all people because he was a righteous man. So since these fallen people came down here, already tried to, you know, speak of things of the heaven that was not supposed to be told, the Father gave Enoch permission to see things of the heavens, the truths. Okay. And so that's where we at. And so, yeah. Okay. And I just want to go back a little bit to this right here is saying, this is in chapter, I'm sorry, y'all, chapter 15, because they're making more sense. Because they are born from man, and they from the holy watchers is their beginning and primer original. They shall be evil spirits on earth, and evil spirits shall they be called. As for the spirits of heaven, and heaven shall be their dwelling. But as for the spirits of the earth, which were born upon the earth, on the earth shall be their dwelling. And the spirits of the giants afflicted, oppressed, destroyed, attack, do battle, and work destruction on the earth, and cause trouble. They take no food, but nevertheless hunger and thirst, and cause offenses. And these spirits shall rise up against the children of man and against the women, because they have proceeded from them. So, like I was saying, where we at, when the Father destroyed the Watchers, he said that their spirits will dwell here on this earth. And for the spirits of the heaven, they will dwell in heaven. But for the spirits of the Watchers who came down here and fell, they will dwell upon this earth. And the spirits of the giants afflict. They afflict, they oppress, destroy, attack, do battle, and work destruction on this earth, y'all, and cause trouble. They take no food. They ain't worrying about your food, but they nevertheless hunger and thirst and cause offenses. And these spirits shall rise up against the children of man, against the women, because they have proceeded from them. Okay, we're going to go down to chapter 16 and make it make sense. For the days of the slaughter and destruction and death of the giants from the soul of those flesh the spirits have gone forth shall destroy without incurring judgment. And so they down here on this earth to destroy people that's not of the Father. Just destroy people, period. And if you don't have the knowledge of the truth, if you don't abide in the shadow of the Almighty, then you will be consumed by these spirits, okay? If you don't know nothing about these spirits that's roaming around here, which they want us to be asleep to, they want us to be blind to, then we will fall in the traps of these spirits, which oppress and do all these things down here on this earth, okay? And it say the day of consumption, the great judgment in which the age shall be consummated over the watchers and the godless, shall be wholly consummated. And now as the watchers who have sent thee to intercede for them, because the watchers sent Enoch to intercede for them in the heavens, to ask the Father to give them another chance to forgive them. And the Father said, no, ain't no forgiving y'all. When I come back, y'all going to the bits of hell with Satan himself. But for now, he let their spirits down here roaming on the earth, and he let their spirits roam down here on the earth because they came from the people down here on this earth, okay? And he buried the leaders under the rocks in the hole on this earth, and they down here on this earth until the returning of the Father, okay? And so if you didn't know the book of Enoch, you wouldn't know how to fight against these evil spirits. You wouldn't know that these things really exist. We call these, things, and we fall into these traps. A lot of people do because they don't know of this truth that I'm telling you in the book of Enoch. Okay? And saying, and now as the watchers who have sent thee to intercede for them who had been aforetime in heaven, say to them, you have been in heaven, but all the mysteries had not yet been revealed to you, and you know worthless ones, and these in the hardness of your hearts you have made known to women. And so the Father basically was saying, say to them that they was in the heavens, they knew the mysteries, they knew the things of the heavens, but they knew the things of the heavens, but they was not supposed to reveal it to people. Okay, it was not to be revealed. And because they did this, it caused hardness of their hearts. You have made known to women, and through these mysteries, women and man work much in evil, because the fallen angels came down here and did things and revealed things of the heaven that wasn't supposed to be revealed, like how to make weapons and horoscopes and all this type of stuff. Now the people of this earth works in evil. Okay? and they work much evil on earth. Say to them, therefore, you have no peace. So now the Father said that they will never have no peace, ever. Okay, and the people that's godless will never have peace either. And they took and brought me to a place in which those who were there were like flaming fire. So now where we at in the book of Enoch, this is where the angels is taking Enoch and showing him things of the heaven, okay, different places in the heaven. And took him and brought me to a place where those who were there were like flaming fire, and when they wished they appeared as man. And they brought me to a place of darkness and to a mountain, the point of whose summit reached to heaven. And I saw the places of the luminaries and the treasuries of the stars and of the thunder and of the uttermost depths, where where were a fairy bow and arrows in their quiver, and a fairy sword and all the lightnings. And they took me to the living waters and to the fire of the west, which receives every settlement of the sun. And I came to the river of the fire, in which the fire flows like water and discharges itself into the great sea. Towards the west I saw the great rivers come, and the great rivers in the great darkness, and went to the place where no flesh walks. I saw the mountains of the darkness of winter, and the place whence all the waters of the deep flow. I saw the mountains, all the rivers of the earth, in the mouth of the deep. And so this is what Enoch was seeing when the angels were showing him. He was seeing things that was of the heavens. We're going to go down to 18, y'all, and then we're going to get on out of here. I saw the treasuries of all the winds. I saw how he had furnished with them the whole creation and the firm foundation of the earth. And I saw the cornerstone of the earth. I saw the four winds which bear the earth, and the firmament of the heaven. And I saw how the winds stretch out of the vaults of heaven, and have their stations between heaven and earth. These were the pillars of the heaven. I saw the winds of heaven which turn and bring to, let's say, circumference of the sun, and all the stars to their settling. I saw the winds of the earth carrying the clouds. I saw the paths of the angels. I saw at the end of the earth firmament of the heaven above, and I perceived and saw a place which burns day and night, where there are 7 mountains of magnificent stones, there towards the east, and three towards the east and 3 towards the south. And as for those towards the east was of colored stones, and one of pearl, and one of jasper, and those towards the south of red stones. But the middle one reached to heaven, like the throne of the father of Adbester. And the summit of the throne was of sapphire. And I saw the flaming fire, and beyond the mountains was a region, the end of the great earth. There the heavens were completed, and I saw a deep abyss with columns of heaven fire, and among them I saw columns of fire fall, which were beyond measure alike towards the height and towards the depth. And beyond the abyss I saw a place which had no firmament. Sorry, y'all, I'm losing. That had no firmament of the heavens above, and no firmly founded earth beneath it. There was no water upon it, and no birds, but it was wet. It was a waste and horrible place. I saw their 7 stars like great burning mountains. And to me, when I inquired regarding them, the angel said, "This place is the end of heaven and the earth. This had become a prison for the stars and the host of heaven. And the stars which roll over the fire are they which have transgressed and commandment of the Lord in the beginning of their rising, because they did not come forth at their appointed times, and he was worth with them, and bind them till the time when their guilt should be consumed, even of 10,000 years." Okay, so where we leaving off at is where Enoch, he was getting shown all types of parts of the heavens, and he came to this part of the heaven where he said, "Beyond the abyss, I saw a place where it had no firmament of the heaven above, and firmly founded earth beneath it, and no firmly founded earth beneath it. There was no water upon it, and no birds, but it was the waste and horrible place." It was a horrible place, the last place Enoch seen in chapter 18. Okay, he said it was a horrible place. "I saw there 7 stars like great burning mountains, and to me, when I inquired regarding them, the angel said, 'This place is the end of heaven and the earth. This has become a prison for the stars.'" So it was some stars that at the beginning of the earth, at the beginning of time, they supposed to come in alignment. They supposed to do what they supposed to do, but they didn't do. They Even the stars, like it's some stars that just went against their orders. Okay, and so now the Father had put them in this place where there's no birds. There's like it's prison for the stars. Okay, and the host of heaven and the stars which roll over the fire are they which have transgressed the commandment of the Father in the beginning of their rising, because they did not come forth at their appointed times, and he was worth with them, and bound them till the time where their guilt shall be consumed, even for 10,000s of years. Woo, 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 wee. So if the Father can punish the stars, best believe he gonna punish your enemies, and best believe he gonna punish these wicked people who led his people astray and try to take over the earth and just do all the wrong things. Okay, the Father is going to punish. He's gonna come back, and vengeance is going to be his. And I can't wait until that day. I'm gonna go down to 19, y'all, and this is it. "And Ariel said to me, Here shall stand the angels who have connected themselves with women, and their spirits assuming many different forms, after defiling mankind, and shall lead them astray, and to sacrifice unto demons as gods. Here shall they stand till the day of the great judgment, in which they shall be judged till they are made an end of. And the women also of the angels who went astray shall become sirens. And I, Enoch, alone saw the vision, the end of the things, and no man shall see as I have seen." And so, I just said that before I said, um, the Father's judgment is going to come. And the Father said that place where is some stars with no birds and nothing like that. He said, "Here shall stand the angels who have connected themselves with women." They gonna go to that place, and their spirits assuming many different forms are defining mankind. And so, in their spirits assuming many different forms are defining mankind. So even their spirits gonna go there and shall lead them astray into sacrificing to demons and gods. So these spirits are down here on this earth, is leading people astray and making them worship demons and gods. Okay, sacrificing to the demons and gods, other gods. And you wonder why we don't call the Most High God or Lord. We call him Most High or the Father. And say, there shall they stand till the day of the great judgment end, which they shall be judged till. What's on my head? They shall. Okay, hold on. They shall stand in the day of the great judgment end, which they shall be judged till they are made an end of, until God's gonna come. The Father's gonna come down here and judge everybody. Okay. And the women also of the angels who went astray shall become sirens. And sirens, I don't know if y'all heard about that. Them like them things that's in the water. Did y'all just hear that sound, y'all? Y'all hear that sound? Do y'all hear that like a siren, y'all? It don't sound like no police. I don't know what that sound is, y'all. Y'all hear that? Is that y'all hear that? I'm like, what's that sound?
I think they testing it.
Okay.
Look, it ain't even what sound now.
Right, we awakening out here. I know it's got to be something. Like, what is that? Making sure that ain't the Father coming back.
Right. I'll just be here.
Right. So yeah, y'all. I know y'all just heard that. Like, I'm sitting here reading the book of Enoch and the signs. Did y'all just hear that? I can't make this stuff up, y'all. The Father on his way back soon. We all need to repent and get close to the Father ASAP. Rocky, you hear me? Get close to the Father, because this world is falling. Babylon is falling. I just want to come on here with this video, y'all. Have a happy Saturday. Until the next time, guys. Love and peace. So I gotta make it home to my babies. Like, what was that? Okay, bye, y'all.